to talk about one particular stock, and that is Zinka Logistics. It's had a bit of a run in the last few days. It's going to be a stock in focus today because 6 months after the listing, pre-IPO investors are now allowed to and maybe planning to sell the shares in the firm. Somit has some details. Somit, it has had a serious buzz when you consider what some of the other logistic players have done in the last 1 month. But what are you gathering on Zinka?
Well, Zinka Logistics will remain in focus given the fact that 56% of the shareholding will be coming out of the lock-in period. Today is the last day for this lock-in period to end, and this is the lock-in period that is a 6-month lock-in period post-listing for the pre-IPO non-promoter investors that is opening up. So 56% of the shareholding is valued at close to 4,600 crore rupees, which is nearly 4 times the IPO issue price that Zinka Logistics has done. Now, let's see first how the share prices have moved for Zinka Logistics since IPO till now. Now, the IPO price for Zinka Logistics was 273. The listing day closing price was 260. The all-time high for Zinka Logistics was 551, and the current market price is around 460 or 470, which is 16% down compared to the all-time high, but 70% higher compared to the IPO price of the company. Now, who are these investors who can go ahead and sell pros the lock-in period is over? Now, most likely it could be the foreign investors because they are sitting on handsome gains, like for Accel, who owns close to 13.5% stake in the company. For them, the average cost of acquisition was just 67 rupees. Now, if you compare this with the current market price, they are sitting on a gain of nearly 7 times. Quick Routes owns around 9% stake. Their average acquisition cost was 52 rupees per share, and they are sitting on gains of nearly 9 times. IFC, Sands Capital, they are sitting on gains of close to 2.5 to 3.5 times. Apart from that, it's Ethan Creek, which is sitting on a gain of just 5.5%. Sequoia is holding close to 1.3% stake and sitting on gains of nearly 50%, while B Capital is sitting on gains of nearly 8.4%. Now, the only company which is sitting on a loss is Tribe Capital. Now, they had invested in the last round of funding for Zinka Logistics, and they are sitting at a loss of just 4%. Now, of this 8 investors who are coming out of the lock-in period, 5 did sell partial stake in the IPO as well, and these IPO sellers were Quick Routes, Accel, Sands Capital, IFC and Sequoia. Also, 6.9% of the promoter shares will also come out of the lock-in period. So that also remains under focus, whether the promoter will go ahead and sell their partial stake or not in the company going forward. Now, how are analysts viewing Zinka Logistics at this point of time? Now, there are 6 analysts who are covering this stock. Out of this 6, 4 of them have a buy rating, while 2 of them have a hold rating. Now, the highest target price on the street for Zinka Logistics stands at close to 650 rupees, while the lowest target price sets on around 474, and the consensus target price is at around 553, which suggests a return potential of around 20% from the current levels.
Okay. Somit, many thanks for that. Just very well summarized. Keep in mind, viewers, what we are saying, and Somit, correct me if I'm wrong, what we are trying to say is that there are shares opening up, and therefore these shareholders may come to sell. As of now, we haven't spoken to the shareholders to know if they're going to sell, right, Somit?
Right. As of now, there is no clarity whether the shareholder will sell or not. But yes, the lock-in period is opening, so we need to keep an eye out for. Because last time when this happened with Swiggy a few days back, we did see multiple block deals coming in.
No, most important. And Somit, thanks for that. The other piece, guys, is that some of these shareholders have sold in the IPO round as well. So they were willing to sell during the IPO. Maybe not in entirety, but in part. And now maybe post-IPO with the prices being high, as Somit said, some of the gains are 7 or 8 times, right?
Yeah, 5.8.
For Sequoia, it's 50%, but I think for the others, it's much higher.
Accel and Quick Routes.
Accel, essentially, yes. So therefore, could be interesting to see if tomorrow, maybe today a little bit of pressure, I don't know, but tomorrow, day after, if there are block deals that happen on Zinka.
Yeah, so we told you first, keep an eye out for what you're seeing
on
Zinka Logistics. Of course.